Did you know? A poem about the Elaine, Arkansas massacre by Leron McAdoo. Did you know the French took the name Helen from the Scots, and somehow the name evolved into Elaine, a word meaning bright shining light? Did you know Phillips County, Arkansas has an Elaine, a town where fires once burned bright? In 1919, there was more crops than sharing and sharecropping. So Black farmers wanted a union that white owners wanted to ruin. So they called a mob to wait outside the Black meeting. Did you know two whites got the Black guards' attention? Did you know exchanging fire is not a barter system? One white man dead from the failed attack. All white men spread that it was a riot by Blacks. That's when Blacks having a meeting turned into Blacks being beaten and massacred. Did you know it takes about an hour for a Black man's home to be burned down? It takes about 5 minutes for a Black child's school to fully ignite. It takes about 1 second for Black folk to feel like they're living in a fire pit of hell. These weren't stars that lit the night. These sparks of hate made bright shining lights. And the Negro soldiers from World War I welcomed the 500 troops that came to help, not realizing brown skin was their target that they were aiming at. Did you know women, children, and the elderly are easier to snipe when they stop hiding from behind a tree? Eventually, a light of hope came along. Attorney Scipio Africanus Jones, from being born enslaved to being the lawyer known for defending the dozen on death row done wrong, pushed the highest court to a higher zone. It took 6 years for the men to be released to make their own home. Wow. What a way to conclude the Red Summer, the most horrific era in domestic terror, where fingers and ears were taken as souvenirs, where terrorism and Americanism felt like the same word. As for now, we are waiting for a win. More than the NAACP fine due process in the Supreme Court day, waiting for a win. More than 12 men set free after suffering strain, scar, suppression, and so many slayed, waiting for a win. More than a memorial marking the day a community became a mass grave. Did you know I'm waiting for a WHEN, when justice shines despite the law, when the light beams brightly on all racism, when Elaine, Arkansas can be made a shining sight so that it can be the light and their humanity is repaired and restored to be brilliantly bright. Knowing if it's not all right, it's not the end, because in the end, everything's all right.